My name is Alison Pickrell. I'm here to talk to you about my book, Den of Lions. Ever since I was a young girl, I have collected quotes. I love to collect poems that I love, like by E.E. Cummings, Edna St. Vincent Millay, quotations from authors like Madeline L'Engle, George Bernard Shaw, but one in particular stands out to me, a rather long quote by an anonymous writer that begins, "Let me do my work each day, and if the darkened hours of despair overcome me, may I not forget the strength that comforted me." I love this quotation, and I always wanted to make a book based on that quote. I came up with a character, Timothy Wren, who is a rather small, mild-mannered librarian. He lives in a very structured, very neat and tidy world, and that's the way he likes it. He is happy in that world, with the neatness, with everything under control. I knew I needed to have a second character to play off of Timothy Wren, and so I went back to some stories that I read when I was young. I was always a fan of Ray Bradbury. I read all of his stories, all of his novels that I could get my hands on. In one particular story, there was a line that I remembered. It was the kind of carnival where for a quarter you could go out back and watch the man in the pit eat a live chicken. That was my second character. That's the character that I wanted to play against Timothy Wren. So I felt like I needed to write to Mr. Bradbury and tell him that I was going to use one of his characters, ask his permission. I got a response from a Mr. Timothy Perrin back in March of 1987, which is when I wrote this book, telling me that there was no copyright on characters as far as he knew, and it was probably fine for me to use that character, but he forwarded my letter on to Mr. Bradbury. Within a week or two, in April of 1987, I received a personal reply from Ray Bradbury telling me that I have his permission to civilize the man in the pit and hoping that he would get a copy of the book when it is published. That was 1987. It is now 2008, and I have finally gotten my book, Den of Lions, published by Oak Terra Publishers. I hope to somehow keep that promise to Mr. Bradbury and get a book into his hands. This German Stein that my father got in World War II plays a part in the story, as do shoelaces. I hope that you will enjoy my book about Timothy Wren, who found himself in an adventure that he never saw coming. Thank you.